Sorry, y'all. My alarm had went off. He beat me so bad. This is part two, y'all. I'm sorry. When I say he beat me so bad, he knocked me out. And when I was, like I said, we lived in these projects, and it was it was a gas. We had gas. Our heat was heated by gas, and it was a pipe. This pipe that was connected to the floor. I don't know if y'all remember them old gas heaters, back in the day. Not the ones where the fire is like visible, but anyway, I'm trying to stay finished with this testimony. So anyway, what ended up happening, he knocked me out. He jumped on me. I mean, every hit, it's like it felt like somebody was hitting me with some bricks. It hurt. It felt like like it just felt forever. I couldn't hit him. I couldn't defend. I was trying to, defend myself, but he was just too strong. I couldn't. And like I said, I was a lot smaller then. But anyway, so he knocked me out. I hit my head on this pipe, the pipe that to the gas heater, and my lights was out. He had knocked me out cold. So in that moment when he knocked me out, y'all, when I say God is real, he is real. Even when you're not serving him, he loves everybody. Thank God for his mercy and his grace. Y'all, I didn't have enough sense to say, Jesus, help me. What was on my mind was, I just felt like I was gonna die. So, like I said, he knocked me out, and then all of a sudden, everything just went blank. And all I could hear, next thing you know, I heard this little small voice telling me, he was still hitting me, y'all, by the way. He was still beating me. I could still feel, like I couldn't feel no more the soreness because I was knocked out, but I could feel, not the soreness, I could still feel him. I don't know how to explain it. Like he was still hitting me, but I was knocked out. So what ended up happening was, sorry, somebody was walking by. So a small voice said, tell him that you'll never leave the house again. This is what the voice told me. So he'll stop hitting you. So I started waking up. I said, I was saying, I'm sorry, I never leave the house again. And he was like, what? What? And I said, I'll never leave the house again. That's what I told him. Because that's what the voice told me to tell him. He stopped hitting me when he heard that. So God will use anything to do his will. So he stopped hitting me. I looked like the elephant woman. That's all. That's how I can explain it. I don't know if y'all ever seen that old movie called What's Love Got to Do with It? Even though she suffered, and I'm not taking anything that's a suffering, I never wish on anyone, woman or man, but that he beat me bad. And all I could think of after, I came back to, because, I was knocked out. So when I got up, I'm about to get ready to head out. So I got to go head somewhere. But what ended up happening is, I went upstairs, and all I was thinking of in my mind is, I got to get out this house. I got to get out this house. Now, keep in mind, while all this was going on, in the housing project, people's, I don't know how everybody's housing projects is, but in Columbus at that time, the old apartments that I lived in, it's like rows and rows. They connected. I was hollering so loud. Nobody came and knocked on my door. Nobody. But do y'all know, somebody told me later They heard me. They heard somebody screaming. But anyway, let me continue with the story. So I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna get out the house. So he stopped hitting me, like I said. So I started up the stairs. So in my mind, I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna get out this house. How I'm gonna get out. Now, keep in mind, our children were there. Now we had 4 altogether. He had 1 at the time, and I had 3. So we had 1 together, his 1, and then my 2 that I already had. So that's 4 children. They was upstairs sleep. You know, we had this window unit air conditioner, so I think that, and plus I believe God blocked them from hearing me, because they didn't need to see that, no way. But I knew that he wouldn't harm the kids. Even though he harmed me, I just felt in my heart he not gonna do anything to them, but I just felt like he was gonna kill me. He already knocked me out. But anyway, so I ended up going upstairs. I was in the room, and so all of a sudden I said I was going to the bathroom. He said, "Where you going? Where you think you going?" I said, "I got to use the bathroom." So I went to the bathroom, and in that bathroom I was trying to figure out how I got to get out this house. So y'all, when I say, now before I say the next thing, we have, so the front door that we had, something was wrong with the door, and you had to like pull it extra hard to open it. That door, the Lord used that door to save me. So I went in the bathroom, didn't have to use it, but just trying to buy time to figure out how I'm gonna get out of here. So y'all, I got to the top of the steps. I looked down, because it was a flight of stairs. I looked down. I jumped in the middle, and then I jumped down to the bottom. The Lord gave me extra wings that day, but 2-step, anybody, God is my witness, it's a flight of steps. But I jumped in the middle, then I jumped down, and I took off running. I slammed that door behind me, and when I say I was running for my life, I was running for my life. So he came running behind me, but like I said, that door, it took him a minute to open that door. I made sure I slammed it as hard as I could. Y'all, he was chasing me. So I was running for my life, and so finally I got to it's like rows and rows of apartments. So I finally got to this one set. It was dark by then, and I was hiding, trying to get help, telling people to call the police. Nobody would do it. They wouldn't do it. This man, he wouldn't do it. I ran into him. Wouldn't do it, y'all. Wouldn't do it. It's just so sad, you know. But that was real life. So finally, the Lord sent an angel. It was a lady on the end apartment. She saw me. She said to come, beckon me to come to her apartment. She called the police. She called the police for me. Thank God. So what ended up happening is the police came, met me at my apartment. Y'all, when I say the police, he went off on me like I was his daughter. This is your apartment. This is for you and your kids. I'm like, I'm the victim. He wasn't trying to hear that. He said he shouldn't be here with you. Now, what he was saying was right. I grant that. But this ain't the time for that, sir. I'm about to die. I was finna die.